சார் எந்த ஐட்டம் பேச
சார் என்னாச்சு?
ஹலோ
ஹலோ சார் சொல்லுங்க
சார் சங்கர் சார் ஆபீஸ்ல இருந்து ஐட்டம் நம்பர் 9 என்னாச்சு சார்?
சார் இருக்கு சார் இருக்கு.
இப்போ என்ன போயிருக்கு சார்?
இப்போ 8 கூப்பிட போறோம் சார்.
8 தான் கூட போறாங்க. ஓகே ஓகே சார், थैंक यू so much.
ஓகே
அதான் 8.
Brother Ramesh? Yes, sir.
Yes, brother.
Yes, sir. Item 8, court master, please call.
Yes, item number 8, Mr. K. Jayachandran Mudimannan.
May I please, sir? I am appearing. May I please, sir? I am appearing for the appellant.
Yeah.
Mudimannan.
Yes, sir. Tell us, sir, what is the case?
This issue is a pre-consultation with the notice before issue of show cause notice, whether it has been mandatory or not. That is the issue, my lord. That is page number 87 is the circular. Page number 91 is the relevant portion of the circular. Can read me. Page number 91. Shall I read it, my lord?
Yes, 91.
Class 5, my lord. Consultation with the notice before issue of show cause notice. Board has made pre-show cause notice consultation by the principal commissioner, show commissioner, prior to issue of show cause notice in cases involving demands of duty above rupees 50 lakhs, except for preventive stroke offence related actions. Mandatory wide instruction issued by so and so dated 21st December 2015. Such consultation shall be done by the adjudicating authority with the assessee concerned. This is an important step towards the trade facilitation, promoting voluntary compliance and to reduce the necessity of the issuing show cause notice. This was not
What
done.
is this you are reading? What is this? This some kind of guidelines? What is
It is the board circular on page number 87, my lord, the first page. The relevant portion only I read, my lord.
Yes.
Portion,
But what is the legal? What is the statutory provision with regard to this?
This is only the board
Is
circular.
this pre-consultation mandated by the law also?
Yes, that is the board circular has given some mandatory. Board circular itself.
Of course, yes. Okay, then what is the London single saying about this?
Based upon this one, page 111, my lord, page 111, single judge has dealt with the same issue in another case, my lord, not in our case. In other case, freight systems, the same issue, the same honorable single judge has held in favor of assessee, my lord. In page 111, the relevant portion is in last page. Set aside the in light of the above, page 125. The light of the above, the impugned show cause notice is set aside. The respondent will call upon the petitioner to appear before him with all relevant materials, afford his opportunity hearing and prior to issue of show cause notice. Here also,
what is in your case? London single just says why she is not following the earlier view.
There, this judgment is now this against the assessee. This department has came for appeal also, my lord. That is pending before your lordship, my lord. This is a writ appeal also pending.
But how the same London single just distinguishes the earlier judgment?
This judgment
in your case. Read the impugned order now.
Yes, sir. The page number 159 is the impugned order, my lord.
Yes.
Page number impugned there.
Yes, kindly read it. Kindly read it.
Yes, my lord. The petitioner shall I read it from first onwards, my lord, for 161. I will read from 161, my lord.
Yes.
The petitioner has challenged the show cause notice dated so and so for the point that procedure to set up for the adjudication has not been followed. Insofar as there is no pre-consultative process that has been followed in this case. The matter came up for admission after being heard so and so for the petitioner and so learned senior counsel, standing counsel. The following order was passed. An interim order has been passed on 16/12.
Read this.
Mr. M.A. Mudimanan is agreeable to the assessing authority to soak second respondent after taking a pre-decisional consultative hearing at this stage. Learned senior staff for the respondent also expresses no objection to the suggestion of hearing the petitioner by way of pre-adjudication consultative process prior to proceeding with the show cause notice if at all. Thus, in the light of the aforesaid and without being a precedent, the petitioner permitted to appear before the second on Thursday, 2nd January, without expecting any further notice in this regard. Let appropriate orders be passed by the assessing authority after the petition, uninfluenced by the remarks order passed by the audit issue. That is your issue. The audit is previously audit has been consulted, but the only the adjudicator after coming into the High Court, the honorable judge has
read first the order, then argue.
Yes, sir. Paragraph 3, Miller. The petitioner appeared before the second respondent on 2/1/2020, and after hearing the petitioner, a pre-judicial consult has been afforded and a pre-consulted order passed by the assessing officer on 9/1/2020. The petitioner has been heard on the following 5 points specified. Point number 2, short payment of service tax account of misrepresenting construction agreement as composite works funded and discharging service tax 40% of the gross amount, Chidambaram rights and DVG process. Point number 3, incorrect adoption of value on works funded service on so and Alex Stewards International Limited. Point number 4, incorrect adoption of value of works funded service, maintenance and repair service and Chennai Urology Robotics Limited. Next page, Mira. Point number 5, incorrect adoption of the value on works funded service and maintenance repair and immovable body, so also Gurudev Motors. He has finally come to the conclusion that could be no amicable resolution to the matter intercede the parties. Order dated 9 has been made available to the learned counsel for the petition to agree that the first 5 points respective which adjudication consent bodies were conducted are identical to those in the show cause notice. With the passing of the order dated 9, the proceeding stands regularized in the proceedings for assessment adjudicated would thus have to go on. What remains is to deal with the paragraph 11 of the impugned show cause notice, where the officer refers to the discussion that the assessee had with the audit commissioner, and based on such a discussion comes to the conclusion that there will be no purpose served by the pre-adjudication consultation. Evidently, the pre-adjudication consultation initiated is the assessing officer, not with the audit commissioner, and this error has been rectified by order dated 9/1/2020. To this extent, paragraph 11 of the impugned show cause notice set aside with the regulation of the procedure. Proceedings on the impugned show cause notice will continue. The petition's liability to file objection to the same within 2 weeks from the date of receipt of a copy, and this order possibly completed. So the same issue in page 111, the order what they learned it in dealt in some other case also. The page number 111.
But your pre-consultation order has been passed after having pre-consultation with you in terms of the board circular.
Oh, my lord, they have not done, my lord. They have not.
What is that 9/1/20 then?
That is only after the show cause notice. After the show cause notice, after the direction of the High Court.
Then why did you agree to this in first part? That I can now appear before the adjudicating authority and have pre-consultation?
Only I agreed for appear once only as directed by court. I want to appear, my lord. That is only. But that is.
Then reply to your show cause notice. We are not going to interfere in jurisdiction in all this. We say it is not mandatory now.
No, my lord. That only that as that page number 111 may please in.
Please don't install the proceedings before the department by using the jurisdiction. This is abuse of law. Process of law.
That is
you want to say, we will say that instruction will not bind the assessing authority.
No,
we want to say that.
Yeah, the binding on the authority, my lord, but they have not done.
We say that this consultation process has been done. It is for amicable settlement, if at all. No, you agreed for that. Now you are still filing writ appeal. What is this?
No, my lord, that is, I appear only as directed by court. I appear for that consultation.
You have agreed, not directed. You have agreed to appear there and have the pre-consultation thing. That if something can still be done about show cause notice, the authority has given you an opportunity.
That's my, that is only.
No amicable settlement arose. Therefore, said now proceed with the SCN.
No, that is only the contradictory in the two settled judgments. The same judge, that is why I am before your lordship, my lord.
There is no need to be before us. This has been complied with.
No, my lord, that is 111 is before you, my lord. The single judgment of 111, page number 111 of citation, 2019. That is a question. There is a question is whether mandatory or not. That is a question is right.
We will deal with it. There is no need to say mandatory here. We are saying it is already complied with.
No, my lord, it is not.
I impose so-called notice. You have been given an opportunity to say whatever you want to say. You said that resulted in order dated 9/1/2020. Where is that order 9/1/2020? Let us see.
That also placed. 9/1/2020, page number 140.
These kind of things happen.
Page number
You can't understand
145.
all this.
Page
Show
number
cause notice
145.
Page
before show cause
145.
Page 145, madam.
Page 145, my lord.
Thoroughly
145.
misconceived procedure you have developed unnecessarily.
No, madam, there is
Yes.
order.
We will say so
140.
today. We will say
No.
so. Yes.
No, madam,
Let
order.
the bench of High Court say this.
Order
Yes, what
140.
is this? Page 145.
145 minutes. This
Yes,
is
what is this?
147. 145 is the over the present, sir. The order portion starts on 147.
Read this. This is 9/1/2020 order.
Yes, madam. 9/20.
Where is the date 9/1/2020 given?
Next page, there 2-1 is the proceedings of adjudication concern overall present on 2/1/2020, and 147 is the 9/1/2020, the pre-adjudication order consultation.
So what is 145? Your appearance there?
Yes, appearance. Madam.
Ah.
My advocate, my counsel has appeared.
Then read 147. What is 147?
Order on pre-adjudication consultation held on 2/1/2020 as per the direction of Honorable High Court of Madras in WP so and so, filed by Indira Concession, passed by Sri Chandra IRS Joint Commissioner and GST and Central Excise.
Yes, kindly read it.
As per the directions of the Honorable High Court of Madras on WP 31 so and so, a pre-adjudication consultation given to so and so, Sri Ravindran, advocate for the assessee, and Sri Sadish Kumar, manager finance accounts HR for Indira Concession, appeared for the pre-adjudication consultation. During the process of pre-adjudication consultation, it is emerged that there are 5 points wherein a decision needed to be made whether proceed with the SCN, while points number 1, 2 were similar, others varied. They have carefully gone through the gist of the contention of the department and the written submissions made by the company, and after consideration deliberation of each point, I hereby pass the order with regard to the sustained so and so as follows. Point number 1 and 2, my lord. Short payment of service tax on account of misrepresenting construction as composite works contract, discharging service tax 40% of VO Chidambara portion projects, gist of conduction, having opted to pay service tax 40%, Indira ought to have included the fair market value of cement, CRST, TMT, reinforced steel, structural steel supplied to whole contract at free of cost or the main contractor in relation to. However, subcontracted work appeared to be only the nature of service, no property, the goods transferred to the contract, thereby service tax is payable by Indira, Grass and service tax distribution rules. Return submission of ICC, the return submission by the petitioner. The scope of work included by supplier material ICC, apart from pre-issue materials given by the main contractor. The work was recognized as work contract as the original work. It is a settled position as law as per Honorable Supreme Court decision Bayana Builders, the value of pre-issue materials not to be included in the gross amount. It's a Supreme Court decision, madam. There is no expression like composite works contract in service tax provision. There is no prima facie issue of so-called notice as ICC a discharge service tax in the works contract executed by it on its main contractor on the contract value. Decision of the adjudicating authority. In view of the amendments and service tax rules, amendment determination of value rules so and so, dated so and so, Honorable Supreme Court in the Bayana Builders, which dealt with so and so as amended, needs to be revisited with further factual verification and stock registers maintained with respect of the quantity and value of goods and services received from the customer, including details of goods not used to return is required. Moreover, the very fact that this construction agreement of work contract needs to be established, since no common view emerges on the facts and legal portion, as mentioned in the media so and so, the service tax and appeal number, where Honorable Lady Court has dwelled in the reasons for issue of master circular, the SCN on this point is sustainable. That is a decision taken by law. Shall I read it continue, madam? Point number 3.
No, they are discussing the point wise also.
They are discussing the point wise. This point wise, one is the summary is what they are.
At the end, what do they say after point number 5 discussion? Decision last page 157, please come.
Page number 1.
Yes. This is on a scrutiny of ledger.
This is that also point number return submissions and point 5 for decision, my lord. That is.
All right.
That is. Yes.
I'll read from this page 157 on a scrutiny of a ledger in respect
on
of
scrutiny of ledger in respect of Ambattur unit of Gurudev Mata. This is for point number 5, my lord. The narrations included cases where the maintenance work was involved. This appears to be prima facie ineligible being qualified original in as Rule 2AB of the service tax prescribed service tax to be 70% of total amount charged. In cases involving maintenance, however, there is another related issue related about detail below which appears to render even the facility as ineligible. where the contract dated so and so, mentioned the subject of work order so and so, showroom area with reference to estimated, there's a terms and there is no specific mention the cost of it could be outside the scope of contract. The same has been recorded by ACC. The issue requires deeper scrutiny, examination involving question applicable law. Since no common view emerges as the facts of legal position, as mentioned in the so and so Amadeus India, wherein dwelt in the reasons issue, master of the SCN, and this point is sustainable.
All right.
I would like to say what is the citation referred by this 9/1/2020 that has been went up to Supreme Court. Supreme Court has there is with delay they have gone, my lord. Shall I read it, my lord? This comes at 2020-32 GSTL, my lord. That is not placed before you. There, the Supreme Court has delay condoned. Learned additional Solicitor General submit that if a fresh no cost is to be issued as directed by the High Court after pre-concession, the department may be given liberty to revise the earlier show cause notice to obviate any objection in regard to limitation. Only the limitation point, only the ASG has requested before the Supreme Court. Issue notice confined to the above issue, returnable by 8 weeks. The department went for appeal made there.
Against what?
Against what is the Amadeus order? This referred by this 9/1/2020.
That is okay. You see, we are at a stage which is even before show cause notice is being adjudicated. Now they have called upon you to file your objections. File your objections. Whatever.
I filed. No, my lord. I filed the
only
objections,
about this mandatory character of the notification.
Yes,
Yes,
madam.
Madam Hema Murali
That is only mandatory or not only the issue, my lord. Rather mandatory.
We will dilate upon that. Yes, Madam Hema Murali Krishnan, why this trouble has been created by board?
My lord, it is not a trouble, my lord. Your lordship knows that it is always the audit which forwards the comments. Therefore, in order to verify whether the audit objections can prima facie, if the assessor is able to come with some records and prima facie the commissioner feels that no, this issue is already decided by some other judgment, to drop that issue and take up the other issues that are given by the audit commissionerate. In fact, the department had understood it as that the audit commissionerate will have the pre-consultative meeting. That is what the commissioner had said in the impugned show cause notice. When the learned judge in this case, in the petitioner's case, suggested that no, it is a view that the commissioner should hold the pre-consultative meeting. It was agreed by both the sides. It was a consent order, my lords. The petitioner agreed to appear for a pre-consultative meeting. Now the commissioner has held the pre-consultative meeting. He has not decided anything on merits. He only says that prima facie, I find that both the assessee as well as the department are having two polarizing views, which will require a look into the records of the petitioner, and therefore the show cause notice is prima facie sustainable. Let him come with the objections. On merits, we will decide the issue hereafter.
No, but on page 91, the board has said that board has made pre-show cause notice consultation by the principal commissioner, stroke commissioner prior to issue of show cause notice in the cases involving demand more than 50 lakhs.
That stroke commissioner was actually the pre-consultative meeting was done by the audit commissioner. The learned single judge put forth before me that the prima facie view is that the next line says that it is the adjudicating officer who should have done it. Therefore, you get instructions whether the adjudicating officer is willing to do it, and also ask the petitioner whether he is willing to appear before the adjudicating officer for a pre-consultative meeting. We agreed because we did not want to.
There is a obvious, I would say, conflict or contradiction. If the adjudicating authority himself is called upon to have a pre-consultation meeting with the SSE and look into his records and then decide whether my show cause notice is correct or not, and in the process, in the order like 9/1/2020, he expresses some opinion on that. What is the purpose of pre-consultation meeting then?
I would take a parallel from our 148 proceedings and the Income Tax Act, my lords, where the officer disposes the objections to the reasons for reopening. He says, I find a prima facie case, now you come on merits. This is something similar to that, my lords.
Yes.
It is something very similar to that.
But this without the main enactment envisaging any such pre-consultation meeting or at hearing, why the court has inserted this hedge between this?
As I said, my lords, it is always the audit commissionerate which has gone through the records and given some prima facie findings saying that these are the findings of the audit commissionerate. Therefore, in order to bring down the issues. Supposing there is some issue which the audit commissioner felt that it had to be looked into, but on going through on a prima facie view, it was found that later on there is some other judgment of the jurisdictional High Court or the Supreme Court, the show cause notice would be dropped, or that issue would be dropped and the other issues will be taken up. Therefore, it was only as a facilitating measure to bring down the grievances of the petitioner, but therefore it cannot be said now the procedure has been ratified. And also the 9/1/2020 order does not show any adjudication on merits. This is something similar to our 148 disposing objections order, my lords. He has to now produce before the...
even if the reasons are communicated, objections are taken, and they are disposed of by an order that 148 justified, it is something that only, yes.
Something similar to that only, my lords.
Now, what do you say about the different view taken by the same learned single judge earlier?
My lords, I would submit that in that case, the department had vehemently not accepted to the, maybe this proposition was not made at the first instance, or the assessee did not accept to that. In the present case, the assessee in the very first hearing on the date of admission has accepted that yes, I will go before the commissioner for a pre-consultative meeting after the issuance of the impugned show cause notice. Because what has happened in the earlier judgment, even I am not aware, but when going through the judgment, it looks like the department has taken the specific stand that it was only the audit commissioner which was meant by the circular, and therefore we have complied with the circular. In the present case, we have accepted to the suggestion, made a pre-consultative meeting, and now called upon the assessee to bring put forth his objections on merits of the issue.
Now, in this present case, when the show cause notice was issued?
Well, the show cause
23/10/2019.
23/10/2019.
Page 53.
And 2nd January 2020, he was asked to appear. Both of you were asked to appear there.
Yes.
And then pre-adjudication consultation. Now, what do you mean by consultation? Is it only to look into the material which the audit commissioner saw? To throw light on that if something can be dropped there?
Yes.
To reduce the area of litigation in the SCN. That is the purpose.
Yes.
Okay. But after this 9/1/2020, you have not dropped any of the points. You have said, called upon him to submit objections on all the objections, all the points.
Yes, on all
Only
the
thing
5
is
points.
para 11 of the SCN, why it was set aside, para 11?
My lords, in para 11 of the SCN, the commissioner says that the adjudication, the pre-consultative meeting was done by the audit commissioner, and that is sufficient.
Okay, but that actually became infructuous once the learned single judge permitted them to appear before the adjudication. Para 11 is where do we see this? On
Page 67, page 67, my lord.
67, okay.
Paragraph 11, pre-show cause notice consultation and its outcome in terms of board instruction so and so, file number so and so, dated so and so, as a step towards trade facilitation and promoting voluntary campaigns. A pre-show cause notice consultation was held by the commissioner on 26.
This was held by audit commissioner.
Yeah, that is my issue, Miller. That is audit. As per circular, only adjudicating.
Say it should not be audit commissioner, it should be adjudicating.
Actually, yes, that is only my view.
That is why the learned single judge on the first date on both the sides agreement sent you to the adjudicating authority and hold this pre-consultation.
I accepted for agreement and go for consultation only for that issue. You have to consult whatever then the new show cause notice will be given.
Genuine is what? They need not issue a fresh notice. It is all in continuation of the proceedings.
No, in what is the Amadeus case? What there's a 9/1/2020 they referred. AAG submitted before judge and the Supreme Court. The only requested I consider the limitation may be restricted. I will give you a fresh notice.
That does not lay down any kind of law that fresh show cause notice will become necessary.
No, the Delhi High Court has set aside the show cause notice. Department went for Supreme Court SLP that.
We strongly feel, Mr. Mudimanan, the board has unnecessarily created this kind of problem. If we want to comment on this, we will comment upon this also. The law does not advise any pre-consultation like this. Show cause notice itself is an opportunity to you to give your answers and objections. Instead of giving that, you have successfully delayed the proceedings for 1 year through writ jurisdiction. This is nothing but abuse of process of law. We strongly feel this.
No, only I am depending on
unnecessary that a notice before notice is necessary. But I think Learned Counsel for Revenue is right that it is something like 148 Income Tax Act, where you are, the entire assessment will be opened. This is not even an assessment done. This is only a show cause notice given to you or something, whether service tax is leviable or not leviable. Even that process you are delaying it by invoking great jurisdiction.
Only Abdul Commission.
This
Only Abdul
judgment, that
Commission.
judgment, that objection, this objection.
No,
This is the
no,
board
no.
which has created its own trouble.
The praise to this board circular, there is an audit objection, they will audit and they will issue a so cause notice, that's all.
The board cannot go beyond the law. The law does not require, section 73 does not require any such kind of thing.
And on instruction should submit or did petitioner encroach upon?
Yes, Lordship. It's the same order, Lordship.
Submit. Petitioner also is an encroacher upon the said waterway
Not about Lordship. Same order.
and to submit. Third response completes the exercise of removal of the encroachment and restoration of the waterway in accordance with the law. As expeditiously as possible. This court has carefully considered and also to resolution. The third respondent come up in the light of the communication of Sub-Collector Kalakurchi dated 2/9/2020 in C-Part for 203 for 2020. They will take immediate necessary steps to find out as to the encroachments or arbitrary and arbitration of the waterway. Here, survey number.
27/9, Lordship.
Huh?
27/9, Lordship.
New survey number, survey number.
Only one survey.
Survey number 29/7 as well as 127/7 B4.
B4, Lordship.
இது வந்து Mallapuram village and 124/7 B4 at Putrambattu village. They take necessary steps to remove encroachments.
Necessary steps to find custody, enforcement, and arbitration of waterway in
both survey numbers, page number, total. By adhering to the due process of law, also the principles of natural justice, complete the said exercise within a period of
Lordship, 12 weeks, Lordship.
in a period of 6 weeks when the data is the copy is and communicate the decision taken come out to the petitioner as well as to the petitioner is also guilty of encroachment. Petitioner as well as to the private respondents and also to any other encroachers or persons concerned if any petitions.
Lordship, only one request, Lordship. The third respondent is not a competent authority. Tahsildar Sangarapuram, Lordship, is Tahsildar Kalakurchi is wrongly started in that. Yes, Lordship. Another one, Lordship, is a BDO is a competent authority to remove
Also
the.
the Tahsildar Sangarapuram.
Yes, Lordship. Lordship, the BDO is the competent authority. BDO. Lordship. BDO Sangarapuram is the competent authority, Lordship, to the village panchayat, Lordship. But he is not a party in the petition, Lordship.
Directs BDO
Sangarapuram Panchayat Union, Lordship. He is a competent authority.
and revenue Tahsildar.
Sangarapuram, Lordship.
There is coordinate with each other. So take into consideration both as direct zones. Communicate the copy of this order to both officials also.
Much of it.
Item number 7, Asmala sir.
song.
Item number 7, Asmala sir.
Senate Council appearing for the petition also. See, petitioner is a non-banking financial institution. Borrowers namely Saravana, Padmavati, Rajeshwari, Soundaraj. Borrowers and co-borrowers approach them for availing housing loan. The sum of rupees 3 crores 81 lakhs 51,320 was signed. The borrower for the due repayment of the loan also executed necessary security documents. Since the borrower did not remit the dues on time, the loan account of the borrowers were classified as non-performing asset on 3/9/2017. It was followed by notice under section 32 of the So-and-so Act on 12/10/2017. Calling upon them to pay the entire outstanding amount of 3,61,21,280. Even payable as on 3/12/2018 within a stipulated time. Since there was no response to said notice, a possession notice dated 18/2018 was also issued under section 13. It was also published in leading newspapers on 20/2008. According to the petition, all the mandatory procedure formalities have been complied with, and despite that, the co-borrower did not clear the dues, and therefore it invoked the jurisdiction of the respondent by filing an application for section 14 of the Surface Act. In an application dated 20/12/2018 under section 14 of one of the Surface Act, the Senate Council appearing for the petition of despite the lapse of nearly 2 years and said application to be given disclosure, therefore praised for appropriate orders. This court is considered the arguments advanced by the Senate Council appearing for the petition and also for the this court takes into consideration the neutral scope of affairs sought by the petitioner and without going into the merits of it, taking either in the application dated so filed under section 14 of the Surface Act or in this respect directs the third respondent to pass appropriate orders on merits and accordance to on the application or petition dated so as expeditiously as possible and not later than 6 weeks from the date of discharge of copy of this order. The respondent is also directed to file the complaints before his court. January petition stands disposed of. This is the much CA. நம்ம விருப்பேற்றி ஒன்றும் ஆர்டர் கொடுக்கூடாதுன்னு encroachment.
Item number 8 is Prabhakaran.
May please, my lord. May please, my lord.
All right, what are all the photographs?
Let I will elaborate the facts with the factual matrix. When the corporation people, when they wanted to lay down the road, they have finished laying down the road. The concerned people encroaches, they have damaged the road that was laid down by the corporation. That is the only pathway.
Damaged the road, or road itself got damaged because of the quality, so-called good quality of the road?
They came with the demolished immediately when it was done.
Huh?
Before that, they tried to put up a shed also. They encroached. Thereafter, removing that corporation.
Right on the middle of the road.
It's
up here. No, yes, up here, the road itself got damaged on account of rain.
It's not due to, not due to rain, It happened before Deepavali holidays, before the rain.
Sir, see, before the rain.
Yes, Millard. A police complaint is also given.
Right in the middle of the street, the shed can be put up.
That is he claims that particular middle of the road to be his particular land. Lordship would see the complaint made by S. Millard to the corporation, to the inspector, to the SP.
SP, they will not take any action.
To the commissioner, S. Millard. In page number 63, Millard. 63. Encroachment, a common pathway. We have sent it to the commissioner, RDO.
Maybe outside shed usual and security shed. Where is your representation?
Lordship would see page number 63. Shall I narrate the facts before that? Page number 64. Now
we have gone through the papers.
Now the accused Ramachandran Parthiban are trying to encroach upon the common path and even preparing the tin boxes to close the entire ingress and ingress of the pathway. If such an encroachment structure is allowed to be made, movement of men and metal will be affected. There is no pathway for the use of the public. The accused person is threatening general public residents not to enter or cross through the pathway. In this connection, not only attempting to encroach the pathway, the accused
representation only on 311.
Yes, Millard, 311. Yes, Millard.
What about your online complaint?
We have sent a registered post in person. Also, the complaint was given, Millard.
Huh?
After laying down the road by the corporation, they have demolished.
Legal notice. What is legal notice at page number 43?
That happened last year, Millard. They have sent a legal notice wherein we have replied. They have sent a legal notice claiming that particular land belongs to them. That is why, Millard, for a factual aspect, Millard, I can demonstrate your lordship, Millard.
Factual aspect, how we can go into?
Millard, because the land, Millard, got registered, planning permit was obtained only as a public road. In the public road, Millard, which is in usage for more than 20 years.
There appears to be some.
I'm sorry, Millard.
There appears to be some dispute.
Millard, it's not.
Attempt to clear the road.
Millard, that is why the CMD, Millard, when they wanted to lay down the road, they have created a trouble. That is the only pathway that is available to all the public. There are 30-40 companies located in the same area. Lordship would see for a minute. Types at page number 20. Millard. Page number 20.
Not an issue pertaining to alleged blocking of the public road by private respondents. In the form of some attempt to put up construction. Notice of motion returnable on. Notice of motion.
Lord, I'll take notice for second response.
That is the only road that is available to the public. Let them not disturb the public from accessing the road.
Also permitted.
Because even after the laying down the road, it has been removed. They illegally removed the road.
We do not know nowadays. We know this. Let's set about the quality of the road.
It's not due to the quality of the road. They brought a mafia. They removed it in the night itself.
There appears to be some dispute. Land dispute. There appears to be some property dispute.
We are not denying that, but the Lordship would see that has been clarified. Page number 39 for a minute.
You want us to adjudicate the property dispute.
Page number 39 for a minute.
That's it. Suppose if the corporation says it is a public road, you may have a case. Otherwise, you should go. Either of you should approach civil court or both of you should approach the civil court.
Now the problem is,
All right, we ordered notice.
Only thing, ingress and
I'll take
public road.
I'll take notice for second respondent, my lord.
Status quo.
27th January.
Or one of our these were none.
Much obliging.
Item number 9, C. Pragasa.
Please, Lordship. This is opening task box of Milad in Masanu village. In the earlier case, 3 times they opened. And I approached the court and the 3 Milad shops are closed. Milad. But once again, they want to reopen Milad, the class Milad task box shop in the Masanu village. Milad. Lordship, already writ petition is 147 of 2020 Milad is pending. Lordship, may post your Lordship, it is admitted. But Lordship may post along with that, this writ petition on Monday, Milad, both I going to argue, Milad. Whenever I approach this board, they close down the task box. Immediately after 2 months or 3 months, they are opening.
No, in the same place or some other place?
Same Masanagudi, Milad, in the same place in the within the 2 streets. Within 2 streets, 2 streets, same village, they are opening or accepting another shop. Madam, you will also tell that this is the thickest forest, reserve forest, and Milad has also the elephant corridor is nearby. But that's why Milad, you will also already Milad 141.
And your village, no plastics are used.
But plastic no use, Milad. Now Milad they thrown out Milad the sachets and everything. Milad 2 elephant already expired.
Have you gone to Masanagudi bus stand?
No, Milad, I must not go.
You do not. I know.
Kindly pass over. Kindly pass over. Milad, papers. Let's say,
I take notice for the second respondent.
வெயிட் பண்ண அவங்க பேசிட்டு இருக்காங்க.
Yes, who is appearing?
Lord, I take notice for the second respondent.
Huh?
Lord, I received a oral. I take notice for the second respondent, district manager, my lord.
Mr. Pragasam, the TASMAC would normally act as an internal sorter.
Yes, Milad, but it should be safe to advance, Milad.
No, the petition is targeting only the TASMAC shop.
Hey, Raja Srinivas is very happy after hearing.
The petition is targeting only TASMAC shop.
No. Whether you intend to open any TASMAC shop, how many TASMAC shops are in Masanagudi? You have become a standing order for TASMAC also.
For the private bar is there. He is not targeting the private bar. He is only targeting TASMAC shop. But it is a
private.
For the private bar is there. He is only but there are originally there was a two.
No. Raja Srinivas, you are appearing for TASMAC also.
No, Lord, I am not appearing. Pragasam is unnecessarily pulling me in. Satish is there, Lord, already.
Oh, who is appearing for TASMAC?
I am appearing for the second respondent. Satish Kumar. K. Satish Kumar.
What is your instruction?
Lord, there is no proposal, Lord, opening the shop in the particular place. But the writ petitioner is, Lord, filing one another writ petition targeting the TASMAC shop alone. There is a private bar also there. But the people wanted to go, my lord, either to go to Ooty
Private bar where it is restricted, they will consume. You know how the TASMAC shops are maintained.
My lord, in fact, my lord, they made an allegation saying that, my lord, there was.
No. Why not your TASMAC administration undertake a tour to at least neighboring states how the liquor shops run by the government are being maintained and how your shops are being maintained?
Now there is no
full of filth, garbage. You generate a lot of filth and garbage.
Now they are taking care of it immediately. They are bar owners are removing.
You don't take care. All right. Tell one TASMAC shop you will depute somebody to find out how you are maintaining. In fact, Madurai, I directed the collector who is the licensing authority to cause inspection and submit a report in respect of a TASMAC shop located right in the middle of Madurai town. Because the collector is a licensing authority, the collector won't go to the spot. The CC will sit in the COSI chambers and sign the papers. Whether she is deputing anybody, we do not know. Routine report, Tahsildar center report, it is no objectionable, beyond 50 meters, etc., blah, 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 blah. The order will be passed. So, therefore, as of now, there is no proposal.
Yes, my lord.
How many TASMAC shops are in Masanagudi?
There is no TASMAC shop, my lord, as on now.
There is no TASMAC shop in Masanagudi.
Yes, my lord. As on today, there is
and there is no proposal to open TASMAC shop in Masanagudi.
My lord, it is in Pataland they can very well open, my lord. In Elephant Corridor, in Pataland, my lord, within the complaints.
Pataland, provided it should not locate in Elephant Corridor.
Yes, my lord.
Provided a clear title. Secondly, the building which is going to house TASMAC shop should have an authorized construction. Don't forget the fact HACA would come into place.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Yes, that was the direction of my lord, this honorable court in earlier the order dated 11/9/2020. What a pair of 3.
All right. The representation was given on 29/10/2020. Any acknowledgement, Mr. Prakasam? Only RPID. All right. Why TASMAC did not send any reply?
Not reply, given till today, not yet reply.
Why you are not replied?
We will give him a lot of dispose the representation within a short
time. Why? For that, this court done all right.
Well, sorry, my lord, may post it.
No, we will direct it. No, we will direct your MD to take disciplinary action.
My lord, may kindly consider.
No. For if your sent a reply, you would not have spent 10 minutes in this case. This is what we are repeatedly yesterday also we have pointed out. For sending a reply, they should approach this constitutional court, isn't it?
No, I'm sorry, my lord.
No, sorry.
Next week, my lord, I will file my lord.
No, sorry. Who is your MD? Your MD should file a status report now. Let him be aware of it. Yes, ma'am.
My lord, it's a case, my lord.
Sorry, Mr. Counsel. We are tired and fed up. This kind of attitude exhibited by the officials. But then what is your e-seva or e-portal? Your e-portal?
Wednesday, my lord.
No, Wednesday.
Lordship will post it Wednesday, my lord.
If you are disposing of the writ petition, take care of that. We want your status report of your MD. Commissioner on an earlier occasion. File WP number 8354 of 2020. Against the very same official respondents. Praying for the issuance of recommendments forbearing the respondent from running the TASMAC shop at door number 73/2, capital A1, Masanagudi Camp Road, Masanagudi, the Nilgiris district, or any other place in and around the Elephant Corridors nearby the said village. And came to be disposed of on 11/9/2020. It is around that the operative portion of the order, paragraph number 3.